What up, folks? I'm ULTRAZILLA, and this is my state of the ULTRAZILLA 2025 Vlogzilla. That's right, my zillions. Like I do every year, I start out with tops of the year from last year, and then I do a channel trailer, as you've seen, and then, as tradition goes, I do my first Vlogzilla of the year, which I always call the State of the ULTRAZILLA. It's like the State of the Union, but for as it pertains to ULTRAZILLA and this channel. You know, I go over a bunch of things that, you know, I'm gonna be doing this year or wanting to do, you know, kind of like a New Year's resolutions, but sort of not. You know, like, this is just me, just like stating who I am, what I like to do, how I like to do it, what I plan to do, all of that good stuff. And I'm gonna do it while having this nice cup of coffee. So let's start things off talking about the things I mentioned already that started this year proper for the channel. And like I always do, channel trailer, brand new for 2025. That stays up on my main page when you come in, whether you're a new user or an old user. That's the first thing you always see when you come to ultrazillatoys here on the channel. I like to do one every year at the top of the year, so just a refresh. You know, in recent years, like, or always, they've kind of progressed the same way. You know, like, usually my top toys of last year are the subject matter for the trailer. And that was no different this year. I have everything set up. I still have everything set up, and I haven't moved anything yet, and that's how I make the trailer. Like, I even use the same music this year as I did last year, and I usually change it around, but I like that music. It's probably gonna stick around at least a while longer. I haven't found like a new music that I like as much as this one currently for that channel trailer, and it's usually the music that kicks off my my reviews as well, so it's probably gonna stick around a little while longer. I do like it. I don't feel like the need to change it quite yet, though. I am looking for a change. I don't know if it's just gonna happen right away, unless, you know, I do find something that I enjoy. So the new channel trailer, I think it came out pretty good. I changed a few things in it from years past. Like the last couple of years, it's pretty much been the same, like, things like said in it over the figures. And this year I kind of made it so it explains a little more of like who I am within it. Like, you know, I think that was a good way to go, you know, as far as a channel trailer goes. You know, reviews you can trust. I mean, like, I pride myself in that. So I felt like that was a good thing to say, rather than just reviews. You know what I'm saying? The news, the toy news you need. I mean, let's face it, that you do need toy news. Like, and I feel like I'm a pretty trusted source at this point to deliver that news, you know, as I've done on a weekly basis, every weekend, every Sunday night. You know, that's not changing. So, you know, I felt like that was a good way to phrase that. Thoughtful vlogs, like we're doing here. You know, like, this one is more, you know, overall kind of like about the channel and stuff, but there's gonna be thoughtfulness in here as well. I always mix it in, but I think the vlogs like help me connect with you guys a lot more, you know. And for those that do watch these, like, I think, you know, you gain something from it. Then, like, intriguing specials, that's kind of like organizing ULTRAZILLA's toys, like let's talk videos, and whatever else I might come up with along the way. It just kind of covers like everything, you know. I didn't put live streams in this time, even though I do plan on doing more live streams, as, you know, I did, you know, again. I'm glad to have come back to a couple of live streams. That was really good. So I do plan on doing more of that. I just didn't feel like putting it in there just in case, I don't know. But rest assured, those of you that like the live streams, that's probably going to come back again sooner than later. So that's something to look forward to. But yeah, you know, and then sub yourself. You know, go ahead and sub yourself, which I feel like is a very me thing to say and a way to phrase it. has a little bit of attitude in it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like to let folks know that, you know, I'm kind of feisty and I don't take any BS here, and you guys know that. Like, that's still something that you can expect here from the channel. I don't really change that, you know. Like, be civilized in the comments, and everything will be a-okay. I don't mind debates, just don't get it personal, you know. Like, as soon as you get it personal, you're kind of like flipping it on the wrong head, and I don't appreciate it, and chances are you're gonna get banned, because you're gonna step over that line that I don't want you to go to. I don't want you to go to that. Like, I don't want to ban anyone, but, you know, like, I also have like a little bit of an itchy trigger finger with that, and that's because I just don't want to have to deal with it. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't want to have to deal with people like that. Like, here, why? It's my space. It's my space. You know, like, I don't have to deal with that stuff. I get it. I get it. I talk to my wife about this all the time. Negativity drives engagement as well. That's true. But, you know, that's not who I am. Like, I don't make videos to be negative. Like, I don't make negative videos. Like, I don't start out just to make a negative video. Some YouTubers thrive on that. Thrive on the negativity. They grow their channels on that. That's not me. That's never been me. That's never gonna be me. And, you know, as far as like arguing with people and stuff, I'm not gonna like inject it into that either. So my stance remains the same. You know, what I might do is give folks like more chances. Like, I might, you know, I was thinking about just unblocking everyone to start the year, and I might still do that. But, you know, the requirements are the same. Be civil, and, you know, everything will be cool. But getting back to the trailer, I veered, but that's fine. That was one of the things I wanted to cover. You know, with the trailer comes like probably a new opening for my reviews for everything. I don't know how it's gonna go quite yet. I'm trying to figure out how I did my old opening. That little like blurb, I can't remember exactly how I did it. It's an overlay of somewhere, but I'll figure it out. I kind of like that, you know, with the images within. Even though it's probably not that clear, there are figures in my current setup of, you know, ULTRAZILLA when you see it in the beginning of reviews. I kind of want to do something continuing that. We'll see. Could be something different. I don't know. I haven't finished a review yet. I haven't even started a new review yet. If you're wondering, I haven't. My start of the year has been handling some personal stuff and actually working. So, you know, I'm glad I got my channel trailer done. It was a simple one to do, but that was good. And I knew this was going to be next, so this just requires me to sit down with a list of things I want to talk about. My coffee and you guys. It's not like a deep video where I have to do much, but, you know, like, it's important. It's important for me to get this out there and to make it one of my first videos of the year. Like, I'm not skipping around to just, like, you know, get something in there before someone else. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. But yeah, expect changes. There's gonna be thumbnail changes, especially because I have a new background. You saw it already in my unboxing of the DX Soul of Chogokin Mechagodzilla, and yes, that is the review I'm referring to. It will be coming. That will be the first review I work on as soon as I have a moment to do so. Probably this weekend. You'll probably see it Saturday night. I have played around with it a bit though, so we're in a better place to get that going, which is tomorrow night, right? So like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see that. You know, if not, just calm down. It's coming. It's definitely gonna be my first review. You know, one thing that's not in the channel trailer is it says daily content. And I did that because as much as I loved it, and hey, guess what? I did it. I did it for the full year. Like, all of 2024, daily content, the whole year. I did it. So, congratulations to me. That is not easy. And I don't know how much before that I had done. But yeah, that was a cool accomplishment, a cool goal. Could I do it? I did it. Will I be continuing to do that? If I can. Like, I'm not making it a goal to do that. Like, daily or not, though, you know, I'm gonna be, you know, making as much content as I can. Like, if there's off days, there's off days. I can't, like, force it, you know, to come out. I have plenty to do. As you see here, we're in my space here, new space, old space, new space, where my backlog is. There are plenty on these shelves that I need to get to. So there's gonna be, you know, a focus on backlog stuff this year, like I did last year, which was good. I cleared a bunch of that stuff, and then I got it on eBay, which is excellent. It's something I want to continue to do. Review the backlog, analyze if I want it or not, put it up in my shop. So for sure, you're gonna see more backlog stuff, and probably sooner than later, because I do have a package coming that'll probably be here next week that has 2 new items. So you'll see 2 new items at least there, and then more backlog stuff. And of course, like I said, here he is, Soul Chogokin DX Mechagodzilla. He's coming first before anybody else. But like I said, if it can't happen Saturday, it can't happen Saturday. I also have another video. It's in reserve right now, but not in reserve on purpose. It is a video that I've actually, me and ULTRAZILLA Jr. made in coordination with a company. Now, if you've, you know, seen my Instagram in the last couple of weeks, you might get a little picture of who that is. I'm not going to reveal it if you don't know. Just stay tuned. It's a fun video. It's not a review. It's more like an unboxing and kind of like a playthrough of something. It's pretty fun. But I need like approval on that before I could move forward. Which is the first time, honestly, I'm ever working with a company in those terms. But it's not a review, so it's fine. Like, I have no problem, you know, having to have approval on something if it's not a review. My stance on reviews stays the same. Reviews you can trust. Like, so I'm, you know, gonna be, you know, if I do work with companies, it's gonna be the same. Like, the reviews are gonna be, like, fair and how I deem it. Like, there's no input ever from companies on reviews. That is a you know, a stance that I am adamant about. So if I do work with further companies in the future, like, you can rest assured I'm never gonna, like, sway from delivering the proper opinion on something. It'll be a professional opinion, as always. Like, there is no doubt about that. I don't lose my cool in videos. If you didn't know that, if you're new to the channel, I don't lose my cool in videos. Like, it's a toy. Like, either way, it's a toy. Like, you know, if something's, like, super expensive and I paid for it, like, and, like, it's really bad, you know, like, you know, sure, I could get a little, like, annoyed, but, like, you know, going crazy about it, it's something that you're not gonna see. But I do hope to work with more companies in the future. That's, like, you know, a no doubt. Like, I love doing that stuff. It's fun. But I don't look at it as the end-all, be-all of who I am or what I do. And less it's been more of a, like, you know, I'd rather just get the stuff I love, and, you know, have no worries at all of anyone that's watching thinking anything, because I get those comments, like, you know, you know, people are untrustworthy of reviewers who get like figures from the companies. I get it. I can't speak for everyone, you know, but you know, from me personally, it's like straight and narrow here all the time. I, you know, always give my 100% opinion on things, so you don't have to worry. And that's why, again, reviews, toy reviews you can trust is, like, part of the trailer now. Like, I wanted to make sure everybody understands that right out of the gate. Had to drink some coffee. So in the short term, like, just to reiterate, you will see that Chogokin. You will see at least 2 new items. I have 2 more items, or maybe 3, that I have an order going, like, getting together at Amazon Japan, that I will be shipping, but not quite yet. Like, maybe next week I'll hit, like, yes on it. I'm just waiting for some bills to go through, and, like, then I could think about getting some more stuff. But for now, Chogokin, those other 2 things, which won't be an unboxing, but do check out my Instagram, because I'm just going to go right into them. And, you know, whatever else I choose from the backlog to do. So that's, like, in the short term what you're going to see. Plus that other video I was talking about. I have one other video that I really want to make. I mentioned it, like, a couple times during my best of the year, my tops of the year. And that is about the Takara Tomy Transformers X Godzilla thing. I got a lot of feedback on a post I did about it, and I've gotten a lot of feedback here on, like, the ULTRAZilla news when I talked about it. I did a post on my Facebook page. Do follow the Facebook page. Do follow the Instagram. Those are the 2 other outlets for ULTRAZILLATOYS that you really should follow, because there's original content that goes on both. And the one on Facebook was a post about this and my thoughts on it. I do want to expand that into a video, so that's going to probably be the first Let's Talk of the year. So you're going to see that coming. That's a definite. Like, I'm definitely making that video. So those are the immediate videos. And then a longer term, you know, you're just going to see a lot of the same things here. Things, you know, you're going to see Kaiju toys, SH Monstars, Haya, Super 7, you know, but all 3 of them, like, you know, are gonna be pick and choose. Even SH Monstars, there's a bunch that came out that I haven't gotten. But those are the main brands you're gonna see here as far as Kaiju go. And then, you know, Ling Jae-hoon, I'm expecting stuff from. Then, you know, SH Figuarts, you know, I'm going to continue getting, like, Kaiju number 8. I'm planning to get Dan the Dan stuff, if you're into that anime, so it's not just Kaiju stuff. On the robot side of things, you're going to keep expecting Transformers, you know, like, various super robots, depending on which ones, you know, like, you know, it depends, like, and then there's room from there. Hammond Collection is still in the mix. You know, like, from there, we'll expand. I did a lot more Turtles this past year than I have, so will they factor in? I don't know. Like, you know, like, the 40th anniversary meant something to me, and it was cool to do, but I might be scaling back once again, as far as Turtles go. So we'll see. We'll see. But, you know, long term, you're gonna see a lot of the same stuff, like organizings and whatnot. We've got a lot of organizing to do. But as far as, like, more specific figures, another video I do want to make, and probably should make very soon. Maybe if I can't get a Chogokin Mechagodzilla done, I might do this. Because that's going to take a while to do. You guys have to understand, that's a really big video. Long. That's going to be a long video, long form ULTRAZILLA. Is what I'm looking forward to in the new year specifically. So I kind of wanted to do the top 10 figures I'm looking forward to most. I've never done a video like that, which is really, really odd. I probably mentioned them here in this, you know, State of the ULTRAZILLA, but I want to make it a separate video. I feel like that would be a cool top 10 video. So that goes into the specials thing. You know, so a top 10 list of that. So yeah, that would be short term, I guess. But, like, you know, long term, more stuff like that, top 10 lists and stuff. Top 5 lists, actually. I started doing more top 5 stuff, so that's, like, specific to my collection, the top 5 whatever in my collection. I definitely want to do more of that. So those are all the stuff you could expect from the channel. I'm sure there's things I'm missing there, but, you know, like, upcoming, you know, short term and long term. And again, I'll expand further in another video. But the other thing I wanted to talk about again was, you know, and I meant to do that at the top, it's fine, is my tops of the year. Like, if you didn't check it out, my top 24 of 2024 went up on January 1st, as is tradition. And I think it turned out really, really well. It's also the, you know, another video that I made at my new space here. And I was saying this also. The new space, you know, makes, you know, the thumbnail design is gonna look different than before, so there's that to work on too, just to, you know, finish off an older thought. Yeah, so evolving changes here at ULTRAZILLA, as is the norm at the top of the year, and it might change as it goes because I kind of tweak as I go. But the tops of the year, it was, I think it's a really big endeavor. Like, I hope like folks like understand what that video means to me every year. It is my WrestleMania. It is my Super Bowl. It is my World Series. Like, I consider the year, and I don't think anybody does things like this and thinks about things like this. I consider my toy reviews as the regular season of, you know, a year, you know, the yearly season. And that, it's like the Academy Awards too, right? Like, and at the end of the year, my best of the year is a culmination of all those reviews. So, and the best of the best get into that. I think it turned out really good this year, like really, really good. I think it looks awesome. So, you know, thanks to the, you know, there wasn't that many people that came to the premiere, but I thank everybody that did. I like doing a premiere for that video only because it's a countdown, and it's a countdown, and like my first, you know, run through, I want people to be surprised, and I want people to be able to stick through it if they can. I know folks don't, but it is what it is. That's how I figure it, and that's probably like the only premiere I do all year, because I don't like premieres anymore. It's too much pressure. Like, I like the live streams more than premieres. So that said, that is why I like make, that's usually, if you look at my videos, that is the most work goes into my tops of the year every year. It takes me literally like an entire day of work to work on that video, and I work on it on New Year's Day. I give up my New Year's Day every year to work on that video, because like I'm so adamant about where it is. Also, I don't want to get more stuff in now and include it for some fake, you know, oh, you know, it came out at the end of December and I needed to get it now, and, you know, whatever. You guys have heard me talk about my nebulous December ideas. That takes away all of that BS. Honestly, like my video needs to clear the deck of, you know, the prior year, my best of the year, my tops of the year. It needs to clear the deck, and it does. January 1st, every year, clears the deck. We can move on. Who is the champion of last year? You know, like, and, you know, he's still here right now, because I said everybody's here. And my champion was, you know, Godzilla Evolved. And, you know, like, hey, this is the figure I enjoyed the most, I feel like. I mean, I gotta tell you, like, Missing Link Optimus was a very, very close second. Very, very close. But I thought this figure just turned out so well. And again, I had two to choose from, and, you know, I sent one back. And, you know, that one, I don't know, like, it probably, you know, I keep saying I don't think it would have made it, but I think it probably would have made it, but maybe at, you know, in the 20s somewhere. Like, you know, it's nothing like the one that turned out good. And that's, you know, an amazing thing. You know, everybody's different. Everybody has different ideas of what makes a great figure. You know, like, this one had everything that I love in a Godzilla figure. And it was about time that H Monster Arts came out on top. So I'm really happy with this choice. But please do check out the full list, because it turned out really good and I could use your support on it. And now you know, like, that's my video that I, you know, treat the most seriously, and I care about the most, and I wanted to make a nice impression because it's my first video of the year always. So if you guys can support it, please do. Let me know your thoughts on it, because I think it turned out fantastic. I think the list is good. It's a long video, but you know, it is what it is. Now, this year's gonna be 25 of 25, and I think that's gonna be it, guys. After this year, we will definitely have to seriously think about cutting it down to top 10s, because it's too hard, like, to do longer than it is now. 25 is a nice number, right? 25 is a good number to end on if we're gonna end on, if we're gonna end that concept, because it's a lot of figures. But we're gonna do 25 of 25, and then we'll probably go back down to top 10s. I think that makes a lot of sense. But please do check it out. It is my WrestleMania, my Super Bowl, my World Series, my Stanley Cup, my Academy Awards. Like, that's how I feel. I feel like, you know, reviewers, you know, should think about it like that. That is a culmination of all your work throughout the year, you know? And that's why I make it so specifically about the stuff that I reviewed throughout the year. Like, if I didn't review it, it doesn't count. So, yeah. I hope you dug it, because I think it turned out great. You know, I talked about working with companies, but how about working with, like, other YouTubers? Like, I see people, like, doing collabs all the time. I don't know. I'm kind of like this, like, one-man show at this point, as far as, like, support from others, I feel like. Maybe it's my opinions towards some companies that folks work with. Maybe it is, but, you know. But one day, there's going to be a tell-all about that. Don't put it past me. But I don't know. Like, if it happens, it happens. I know, like, this has been floated towards me, you know, a few times in the past, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It depends on, you know, what I you know, want to do, you know, with the channel in the future, like my attitude towards it and how I, you know, go about my business. You know, like, I treat my reviews very seriously, and, you know, I respect the toys and the companies that make them, as well as, you know, us as, you know, collectors that have to spend their money on it. So I have a very, like, concise and, you know, well-formed opinion about this stuff. So I want to make sure that's always represented right. You know, like, I'm not going to do things any differently this year because of that. Like I might tweak, you know, presentation, even in reviews as the year goes on, because, you know, like, I'm not trying to be funny or anything ever, but, like, I do have more of a personality, so getting that in there a little bit more might be good. We'll see how it goes. I don't really have any specific plans right now. It's just something that, you know, getting me in there more is probably a benefit, you know, honestly. So we'll see. We'll see. As far as that goes, as far as maybe collabs go with other people, I don't know. It's just something that's in my head, in the back of my head, you know, to possibly do in the future. Like, I don't know. Like I don't really talk to a lot of YouTubers on the regular, you know, at this point. Like I said, I'm kind of like this, like, island of my own, I feel like, at times, and that's fine. That's fine. You know, it is what it is. Everybody grows in different ways. You know, my growth and my channel is about me and my journey as a reviewer, as a collector, as a news reporter. Like, that's why I like to do as many videos as I do. That's why, you know, the daily thing is good. It's rewarding for my subscribers, you know, if they come by every day. There's things that you gain from that, and you learn about it, and that, to me, is the character that is ULTRAZILLA, that is the channel. So, you know, in those terms, like, yeah, like, it is more about me, and maybe the channel is already that, you know. So I don't know, there's a lot to think about, but I always treat things very organically, as it comes. Like, as it comes. If the idea comes and I implement it, we'll see how it goes. Same thing with shorts. Like, you know, I started implementing a few and then kind of like stopped doing them. I'll probably do more. I have some ideas for shorts, but they have to be something that comes naturally. So I'm not gonna like, you know, do stuff if it doesn't, you know, come naturally. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. The last thing I want to talk about here is Kaiju Brooklyn 3 is coming up on May 31st and June 1st, 2 days. So I am going to be a big part of that. I am running panels once again. We are in the process now, or going to be in the process now, of choosing our panels. So if you see this video and you sent us a, you know, a panel suggestion, do be ready for a answer coming by the end of the month. We will be choosing our panels for the 2 days. That should be a lot of fun. I'm going to have a table once again as well, so that's going to be cool. But other than that, I really want to like maybe do some other shows, like some more general toy shows, or maybe some like Transformer shows or robot shows. I want to have tables at other places. I kind of want to start expanding the ULTRAZILLA brand that way more. Kind of like I did way back when with, you know, me as a, you know, comic book guy. You know, I'd go to cons. I want ULTRAZILLA to start expanding more at cons. So that's something I'm going to be looking into, talking to a few friends that do a lot of cons, and seeing what might be feasible for me to do. So definitely something that I want to expand, you know, ULTRAZILLA into is more of a, you know, presence, you know, in person, talk to people, maybe do more panels, talk about my ideas when it comes to reviewing, when it comes to all of this stuff. Spread the knowledge out there, spread the philosophy of ULTRAZILLA. So yeah, I mean, maybe look for me at some of your cons. Who knows? If you have suggestions, generally like in the Northeast area, probably. I'm not looking to span further. I'm not looking to go to G-Fest at this point, you know, even though that makes a lot of sense, but I don't know. We'll see. Possibilities? Yes. Always a possibility, but we'll see. Anywho, that is my State of the ULTRAZILLA address. My first Vlogzilla of the year. I hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts on any of this stuff down below. Welcome to 2025. Until next time, peace out.